A lot of rain and the prospect for a lot of snow as well in the days ahead. This is the situation as we head into Tuesday. A warm sector is moving its way across England and Wales, some very mild air but some moisture-laden air, and that really running into the western hills of Wales, across Pennine areas and likely into the Lake District as well. Some very high rainfall totals mounting up in the next 24 to 36 hours. The prospect of significant flooding then in these areas. I suspect it's Wales and the mid-Pennines, Lancashire, Yorkshire, that will take the brunt of this one. For Tuesday daytime itself, for Scotland, a comparatively much quieter day. There's the scope for some snowfall across the southern uplands on the northern side of this warm front, where we're in the cold air boundary, but further north into the Highlands, mainly dry, just a few snow or hail showers around the northwest coasts. Just to zoom in on the rainfall detail across England and Wales, beginning midnight on Tuesday, rain already on the scene through the night. This is in 3-hour accumulations up until the time shown, and just already shows the very wet picture across North Wales into the Pennines. First light on Tuesday, that continuing onwards through the morning. The heavier falls tending to push northwards into the Lake District too, increasingly as we go into the afternoon. Some further sustained falls coming back into Wales, and that continuing onwards into the evening and the night. So just as the fronts ripple themselves around from north to south, will just subtly change the intensity of the rain from place to place, but fair to say that rain is more or less constant into the night. And further heavy pulses of rain returning from the southwest into Wales into Wednesday daytime. All of this really just adding up some considerable rainfall totals this even onwards towards the back end of Wednesday. The northern side of that feature may well give snowfall increasingly to lower levels for the Lake District and North Pennines by this stage as the colder air starts to return from the northwest. Add it all up and it's going to look something like this, I'm afraid. These are your totals then. Hope you can just about make out the background of England and Wales there, and the bullseye of rainfall across North Wales could easily be up to 200 mil by the time we get to early Thursday. Some major flooding concerns there. Likewise, in excess of 100 to perhaps 150 mil across western parts of the Pennines. Maybe a little bit less than that across the bulk of the Lake District, but a few spot totals could well be not far off 100 mil over 2 or 3 days. So be aware of flooding and keep up to date with your local information on that one. Now we'll dig into the detail for the longer range in tomorrow's longer video, but this just to set the scene towards Thursday. Some uncertainty on the intensity of that low, but the prospect for severe gales widely across the mountains by Thursday, and we're into colder air by this stage. The wraparound of this front could well bring extensive heavy snowfall across northern and eastern Scotland, and the prospect for areas of snow running through on the west-northwesterly flow into northern England and perhaps Wales at times as well. Much colder air then returns by this point. More on that tomorrow, but that for today has been your MWIS Fleeting View. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.